what food should I eat? This is a simple step-by-step guide to planning your next meal. And what I wanted to do is review this booklet with you so you have clear-cut ideas of what exactly you're supposed to do on meal design and how that works best to create a fat-burning meal for yourself and have the most success when it comes to putting different types of meals together. And then also what your plate should look like. That's critically important to your success. When you look at your plate, what does it look like and how is it designed? So let's scroll through here. So we get into the first page here. So step 1, meal design. What it is. How you design your meal is an important element in achieving your health goals. Below are 2 different plate settings and the best time to apply each of them. So we go around plate 1 here. Best on days when activity is low, or specifically when you're not as active in the day. Protein and fibrous carbs. And I'll describe what each of those are down below. Okay. Plate number 2. Best on days when activity is high or around times that you have high activity. So we have protein, fibrous carb, and a starchy carb. Again, we will go over that here shortly. So step 1, this is what the meals that you eat every day, all the time should look like. An idea to think about this would be dinner. Most people can identify with this setup like dinner. So let's scroll down. So step 2, pick a protein. Any of these are appropriate proteins that you can pick to have. Okay, so look through them. There's fish, there's lean beef, there's egg whites. I know egg whites is on there. You can also just have the whole egg. Just know that egg yolks have fat in them. Chicken, and it goes on and on. Whey protein powder, some dairy mixed in there. So we'll scroll down. Next up, pick a fibrous carb. So these are your lower calorie foods that have high amounts of fiber in them. They typically also have low carbohydrates as well. So you can generally eat a lot of these without getting too much calories. They can create a fullness in you and allow you to really feel full from your meals. Next up, we have the starchy carb. So the starchy carb, what we're looking here, these are generally high calorie foods and they have high fiber in them as well. So we have oatmeal and we have whole grains and we have rice, we have beans, we've got rooted vegetables such as carrots. So these are all great higher calorie foods to pick that are good for you. All right, so you pick a protein, you pick a fibrous carb, you pick a starchy carb here for your busier days, and then just a protein and vegetable on your non-busy days or times of the day. Then we've got limit healthy fats. Healthy fats are great. We want them in the body. Generally about 20 to 30% of your diet should be fat and should come from fat. And these are the best that have good healthy fats like mono and polyunsaturated fats. They also have omega-3s. And so these things you really want to kind of have throughout your day, throughout your week, more specifically than any necessarily at one time. So then we go into step 6, preparing your meal. Okay, how many different ways have you tried preparing your meals? Distinct flavors are brought out through a variety of ways used to cook food. Encourage yourself to try a new approach to cooking your next meal. So we look like, say, chicken. We can steam it, we can broil it, we can roast it, we can bake it, we can rotisserie, we can grill, we can smoke. All these things we can do with chicken, boil. They all will bring out different flavors of the chicken. Okay, and it likewise goes for all the other things from your fruits and vegetables to your starchy carbs. Okay, so always create a lot of variety, and that will make things a lot more doable for you to continue eating certain foods such as chicken on a regular basis without growing tired of it. Next up, Adding variety. So, variety is the spice of life. When preparing meals, you create an adventure for your taste buds by adding spices and herbs to your meals. Adding any of the ingredients below can change the once boring grilled chicken breast and can take it to a whole new level of flavor each time you prepare it. Now, what we're looking for here is we've got a wide variety of different types of spices, herbs that we can add to our meals, and this creates a significant amount of good food. Okay, good tasting food. Then I end here with a couple 10 rules to live by. This is important because you go follow these and you're really kind of ahead of the game. So learn to read food labels. Educate yourself on the foods that you're eating. Second one, only eat when you're hungry, not when you're bored. Okay, so that's sometimes when you're bored, you get hungry, and it could even mean that you're thirsty. Okay. Now, your meal number 3, your nutrition mantra should be plan, be prepared, then act. Plan, prepare, act. Okay. Just as if you were to go on vacation and say a summer vacation, you'd plan it out. You'd have everything prepared and lined up so that you'd have a successful trip when the day came when you were ready to go to your trip. And so every day we're eating food and we want to be prepared for that, and we want to exercise with purpose as well. Number 4, drink one large glass of water 15 minutes before you eat. This creates some fullness in the stomach and it helps take up a little bit of space in the stomach as well, so it can help you feel full by the end of your meal. Number 5, include protein with every meal. So this is important because we want to make sure that protein that helps fill you up, it creates satiety in you as well. Number 6, we want to avoid going for seconds. That's a no-brainer. That's just extra calories. Then number 7, eat foods that were recently alive, mainly plants. Food is living energy, and the more you're able to get foods that were recently living, then your body will take on all of that energy. Number 8, avoid foods that have some form of sugar in the first 3 ingredients. Now, if we look at food labels, the first ingredient is the one that has the most, makes up the most of that food or product. Okay, so it's important to know first 3 are the most ingredients in that particular food. Number 9, don't deprive yourself. Moderation is key to long-term nutrition. So allowing a little bit of flexibility in your diet will keep you on track over the long haul. Then last up, number 10, eat food products that contain less than 5 ingredients. So an easy example here, wheat thins or Triscuits. Again, these are crackers, not necessarily the best option, but one off the top of the head. So which one ends up being better? Well, Triscuits only have 4 ingredients. Wheat thins have a laundry list of ingredients, things you can't even pronounce. So a little bit of a difference. Then last up, a little bit about who I am, what I do, and so if you are watching this, more than likely you are working with me in some capacity, and I thank you for that, and I hope this video helps. If you have any comments, questions, or anything, please just let me know, and I can get you the right information and help guide you to make better nutritional choices. Thanks.